we are in Massachusetts. Got into some territory that I'm hoping might be good, and we're gonna try to find a turkey now. Got a little nap in there. Usually don't get a nap, but gotta quit at noon in Massachusetts. So I was well after that by the time I got here, and figured birds wouldn't be out kind of doing the evening game until 5 o'clock or so. So took a little nap in the truck, and now we're gonna see if we can't find a turkey bird. But we're starting off right. Got a little 4-leaf clover luck in a parking area. I like it. Nothing gobbled off the roof, so I'm just gonna take to these woods and gonna keep running until I can strike something up. I don't know where a turkey is, so no point waiting for anything to happen. I gotta find something to happen. Just now 9 o'clock. Got 3 hours left. Haven't been on the turkey yet. Spent too much time driving around in the truck trying to figure out where I can hunt. They have some weird rules up here. Might be tough sneaking in on their roost, but I think we got them dialed in. Just need to get some of that tungsten super pot. Is that what they call that? I go all morning out here in the turkey. Completely relocated. Seeing birds in fields now. Things are going a lot better. Like the woods look better. Not as thick. Been looking at this piece. Like the layout. Everything looks good. Stop the truck. Bird gobbles. Yeah. Just had a little bit of thunder, and I don't know how many turkeys just gobbled. Oh. I think I'm going to start here in the morning. The storm's here. And there's the wind. And very shortly, we shall see the rain. And I don't know if I'm going to get to figure out exactly where those turkeys went. Good morning. It is day 2 in Massachusetts. We had a lot of storms roll through last night. It's breezy as hell right now, and it's going to get breezier later as the day goes on. I do think I'm in an area with some birds, although they didn't gobble last night for me. I found them around 5 o'clock. So hopefully they didn't go too far. I'm not sure what I'm looking at as far as birds, but it was a couple turkeys at least. They were gobbling at the thunder. Awesome. So I think there's still potential for a bird to be near me. Just getting ready out in the woods. Run up the ridge towards him. He just gobbled. He's down in the field. He's a ways up. I'm gonna slip on the inside of the woods, try to get a little closer to him at least.
just off that edge a little bit. Would have been business, but I'm not going to take a 65-yard shot. I'm sure I would do it, but he didn't win, or I didn't win. He's spooked, but I don't think he's done. Right as he was going over the edge, he gobbled 2 times and went into struck one, so I don't think that turkey's done. But I do want to change where I'm sitting. I might get off this edge, go way back, try to get around on the other side on it. This turkey might be smarter than me. Not that that's a hard thing to accomplish, but just gobbled. But yeah, ran that way, came back up, coming up, getting high on the ridge above that field, and he gobbles. He's in the woods. He's like just around the bend, just around the mountainside. About the same level as me. I'm like, all right, sat down, called, gobbles. Oh, sweet. Somewhere in there, he got up on the ridge. He kept going out. Couldn't find him, but now he gobbled, so I'm gonna put a line on him. And looks like he's straight out this way. I'm gonna come up, get on top of this mountain. There's another ridge that runs down. Try to stay above him. Alright, I worked up to that next ridge. Got down to about where I thought he'd be. Just gobbled on his own farther down the ridge, so it's kind of thick up here. Gotta see. He's right back here. Gobbled on his own, so that's a good sign. I got time. I don't want to rush this, get too close, but I want to get close enough. He seems to not want to gobble back when you call to him, but I don't think that means he doesn't come. It rained last night, so that's fresh. It's from this morning. Pretty sure that's from him. Third day here in Massachusetts. Played with the bird pretty good yesterday. I would say I had a fair opportunity for sure. Fortunately, I was back in here last night and he gobbled about 5 times. Once before he was on the limb, and then the rest of it, I believe he was on the limb. So, roosted about in the same place he was yesterday. So the question is if he's going to do the exact same thing. One thing with turkeys is their predictability or complete lack thereof. He's up high on a ridge and he got down into that bottom field for, I don't know, it was quick. I don't know if he glided off the side and flew right into the field. In which case I don't have another choice but to be in that field. But he got down there really quick. So today could be a completely different day. He knows he's been hunted, I'm pretty sure. So he might just fly down to the ridge. In which case, if I'm down at the field, I might be left out of the loop. So it's quite the decision I have to make. I think I'm going to opt towards the field.
yesterday. He was down here. If this is a test of patience, I'm not doing well. I feel like I need to go up there. Stood up to go up there with him, and I saw a turkey glide down into this field. Where he's at right now. He's by himself. Probably 200 yards away, but if I try to move on that side, it's straight in the sun. Or it's gonna be in the sun by the time I get there. And then he's gonna be able to see that depression he was in yesterday is where I'm set up. So I'm hoping that maybe eventually, not being able to see me, he's going to want to check over this hill. Not in the field, at least not close to the field. So I'm going to get up on this ridge and run down. Just like to point out that he was standing right in front of where I set up yesterday. Why do I pick the quirkiest turkey? Getting kind of personal. I don't know if I have time to get personal. Came over the close ridge. Yo, then he gobbled down below. Been gobbling a few times on his own. Determine if I need to climb up to that ridge or not. Pretty steep. About to be sick. I started climbing up this ridge. He gobbles down to the bottom. Like 3 times, definitely in the bottom. Get off the ridge. Come up, I'm working down the creek that he's on. I'm uphill. Somewhere in there. He gobbles up top. And he's gobbles a couple times, pretty good. It's like, well, go ahead, stand there. I'll come up over this rise. I started climbing. I knew right where he was. He gobbled like right when I was getting close. Just had to get over. And I see his head. And boom, putt. Done. Over. Blew it. He's a mile away right now. He did not like me. If I'd have just held to the plan of getting on this ridge top, I don't think I'd have had to call. I just had to been up there. He'd have been gobbling on his own, and he'd have come right into my lap. But
tried like hell after spooking that bird yesterday to find another turkey. Ran until noon, wasn't able to find a bird. Never struck a bird, and weather was perfect. A little breezy, but it was pretty good. The only game plan that I have is that the last 2 days he's came out to this field, to fresh this field. I think he likes it. It's raining. I think the heaviest part of the rain is going to be over around 7 o'clock. He's been hitting the field by 6, so I don't know how well he's going to gobble today, or if he's even on the same ridge. You know, I might have bumped him pretty good, and he decided to find a new place to live. I'm not sure. I hope not. I hope he's there. We'll see. I feel like it's not a very good plan today. Alright, we're sitting in the truck watching Longbeard. He's got 3 hens. He's on his state land field. Probably about 20 after 7 now. Gonna be a little bit after 8 o'clock before he flies up. Birds are out and about right now because the rain let up and giving them a chance to dry their feathers before bedtime, and they're showing it. So, I don't know. If he goes to the right place, it wouldn't be a terrible situation. This little stint here in Massachusetts, I have committed the cardinal sin of getting stuck on one bird while you're on the road, which is not something you're supposed to do. He's whooped me a couple days in a row now, and I kind of got my heart set on him. And last night or yesterday, after an interaction, I was finally able to find a couple birds. Yesterday's rain had birds out. It was a good thing. I was able to locate some birds, and then last night the rain quit an hour and a half before fly up, and they wanted to shake that water off before they got up in the tree. So it seemed like every bird in the county was out, which was freaking awesome. I got a bird that was on state land. He had 3 hens with him when I first saw him. He got away from those hens, I believe. I know one hen crossed the road. I'm not sure what happened to the other 2 hens, but I saw him go into the woods. He was by himself. He goes up a hill, and right at dark was able to owl-hoot, and he gobbled on the second owl-hoot. So got a pretty good line on him. Got an idea where he's at, and if he heads back in the same direction where he went in the morning, I'll be on that side of him. So it should go right, I hope. I hope. I didn't say that. I don't count anything until it happens, but you know, that one goes. Roosted ain't always roasted. That's for dang sure. But I like it. I know I'm going to be close enough to hear him gobble this morning, and the weather is freaking perfect. It is freaking perfect. So I'm looking forward to this one a lot. I think I did a good thing by getting away from that other turkey. But maybe if this goes well, we'll go pay a visit to him before we get out of here.
A rope. He was here. That's my vest there. So I'm tucked back into that green stuff. It's hard to tell when you set up in pitch black. I thought I had a good view of this flat. It's nice and open around here. But apparently I buried myself in a hole. He comes right up to it. And he was looking for me. A couple times he's facing straight at me, and he's might be 25, 30 yards right here. Looking right at me, gobbling. Feel it in your chest. Oh, I'm shaking a little bit. That's awesome. Just what the doctor ordered. I proved to myself that I can kill a turkey. Now, we're going to go back after old Spook. This turkey's whooped my butt 3 days in a row. It seems only fitting that I give him one more opportunity to do such, and that I am Massachusetts pretty much the same way I started it, on this bird. So, I'm looking forward to battling with him one more time. I hope I get to. We just got him. We got Spook. There was a second turkey. No, okay. That may not be Spook, but in my mind it's Spook. But this is, in my opinion, a fairy tale ending for Massachusetts. It's just, man, that's just the top of the tower right there. That was the greatest feeling in the world. I knew better than to get caught up on one bird that was whooping me. I mean, he had my number. I did not have his. On the very second interaction I had to him, I was texting my wife, and she asked why I hadn't killed a turkey yet. And I said, I think he's better than me. And I wasn't kidding when I said it. I haven't named a turkey in a long time. When I grew up turkey hunting, getting into it, I was a steward of the Old Pro Turkey Hunter. I read that book front to back many, many, many times, and there's so many different tales about Gulbear Joe and the Phantom of Possum Creek and these turkeys that absolutely earned these names. And I had it in my head that when a turkey whooped you so much that it earned a name. And for a while I did that, and I kind of grew out of it. And part of growing out of it was traveling to new places, and you just don't get the time to focus on one bird the way I did in the past, when when I was starting out and didn't know anything about this stuff. Not that I know anything now. I probably know less now than I did then, but this was probably the first bird in many, many, many years that I put a name to, and it was just because I kept spooking him. That's how most of our interactions ended, was he would bust and it was over. But it did catch me off guard that it came in with a buddy. I did see two yesterday, and I wasn't sure if it was two gobblers or not because my binoculars were fogged up with the rain, so I wasn't able to verify. But it only sounded like one bird gobbled when it came in, so I'm calling him Spook. Whether I'm right with that assessment or not, I don't care. I don't care at all. This is my bird. And I'm on cloud 9 right now.